Tina.
I'm Darlene.
And I'm Zai.
And you're watching us for the Sunya Sundays. Ayun. So I hope you will have a wonderful time with us this evening as we upload this late. And we have this topic for today. No, it's a really wonderful reminder for us in how to promote or practice sunya, because that's a question that we always get a lot. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this. And yes, we have Dr. Lim right now with us. Hello, Dr. Lim. So cute.
Hi, Tina. Good morning. Nice to see you all again. So in this today's video, let's discuss a little bit, how to practice sunya. Actually, we have been telling this sunya for the past 2 years, no? Okay, but most of the time we just discuss the concept of sunya, and we also conducted a few sessions, to practice on the sunya. But until today, after so long, still people keep on asking, what is sunya? How to practice sunya? Okay, what is the usage of sunya? How can the sunya be beneficial to us? So actually, in my last Friday, in my video, so I also mentioned because people is having concept, that we need to have material gain in life, in order to make things happy, make things okay in our life. Then sunya basically is based on emptiness. Okay, so that to tell people that emptiness can bring happiness, emptiness can make your life become a powerful life. Many people, they may not feel that the concept is easy for them to understand. So now the question is how to practice sunya, how to promote sunya. Okay, sunya is something that you cannot learn from video, you cannot learn from reading a books. No, sunya is a practice. If it is a practice, okay, just assuming, just like assuming, you cannot learn swimming just like reading a swimming book. You have to go to the swimming pool, you have to jump into the water, to test the water, to learn swimming. Okay, you may read the swimming instruction, from page 1 to page 100, from page 100 to page 1. You can read it until time, okay, until the whole book become a ton, this thing. But if you do not go into the swimming pool, you will never learn swimming. Okay, after you read the swimming book for 100 times, we throw it to the water, you may end up in big trouble. The same thing with sunya, it is a practice, just like swimming. You need to practice in order to understand sunya. You cannot just by listening to my video or maybe to read something, then you know sunya. There's no such thing, So you must practice sunya. Okay, now in the practice of the sunya, two practices are very important. One is the reverse counting. Okay, so that you breathe in, when you breathe out, okay, naturally, you make one count. Okay, so normally we count from the higher counting to the lower counting, because when we count from higher to lower number, our mind tend to become calm. Let's say in any hypnosis, they want to calm down your mind, they always count. This is a backward. Sometimes the hypnotizer tell you, okay, I'm going to count 3 times. Then you go into hypnosis, they will say 3, 2, 1. Then the hypnotist they know say 1, 2, 3. No such thing, Okay, so we always reverse the counting. Now reverse counting also, okay, you say you can count 9 to 0, 29 to 0, and 99 to 0, and we have been said many times, that is also to test your mind, whether your mind is focused or not. Okay, if your mind are normal or focused, normally you can count 99 to 0. However, if your mind is not focused, okay, loss of focus and depressed, you may not count 29 to 0. You may fail to count to 29 to 0. If the mind is very much disturbed, okay, you can't even count 9 to 0. Many people, some people, no, they cannot count 9 to 0 if the mind is very much disturbed. So that in order to understand Sunya, you must practice Sunya. Okay, just like in order to practice to learn swimming, you must jump into the swimming pool to swim. You know, okay. We cannot sit in front of television, sit in front of computer, keep on talking, then you know how to swim. No such thing, you know. The same thing with Sunya, you know. We cannot every week now we have a live here. We keep on talking about Sunya, and people listen to us. Then he becomes Sunyati. No such thing. You must practice. So that when to practice, you can set any time, you know. Anytime in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. You can do the practice anytime in the day. It doesn't matter, no, which day. Okay. How long should you practice? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. So normally 99 to 0, that is a normal practice. But sometimes when you are very busy, you know, in the morning, in this thing, you're in a rust, then you go for 29 to 0. It's okay. Worst come to worst now. You will really no time, no, 9 to 0. At least you practice once a day. At least once a day. Make it a habit, you know. It is the habit of practice that is important. Not how long is the practice. Okay. Every day you do it, you know. Okay. Every day you do it, you practice. Okay. Then you can understand Sunya. Okay. Now, why emptiness is very important to our life? Okay. Because in this Sunya, no, okay, there is a theory, okay, that our consciousness, we have a supreme consciousness, and this supreme consciousness, no, it cannot be destroyed. It will not. So no matter how you empty your mind, no, it's always there. So no need to worry that you lost your mind and you will disappear from the world. No matter. So but this supreme consciousness, no, it is adulterate, you know. It's mixed with too many disturbances until our supreme consciousness are degraded. Okay, our supreme consciousness is like a gold. It's like a gold, no. So we want pure gold, but the problem is that the gold is mixed with sand, with the mud, with the stone, with so many things mixed together, no. Mixed together. So when you get a gold mine, it's not even 1% is gold. 99% are this debris, this impurity. The same thing with our mind, you know. Our mind, 99% are impurity. Okay, it isn't good to our life. Okay, that's why we need to remove the impurity, you know. So to make our mind become serene, then you can have peace of mind. Okay, and then reverse counting is very important, because reverse counting is a practice of detachment. When you do reverse counting, your mind will keep on disturb you, you know. Okay, then you try to stick to the reverse counting. Okay, in this process, you have to do away with many things, you know. So this doing away, okay, until you stick to something empty, is a process that you remove the impurity for our mind. Keep on removing the impurity of our mind. So after some time, your mind become serene. Okay, how do you know that your mind becomes serene? First thing first, your breathing become softer and softer. Okay, sometimes it become longer, but it becomes subtle and subtle. Okay, until sometimes you may not even feel the breathing anymore. But that is at one stage. Okay, the breathing almost stop or it stop. You know, then we breathe through the skin. Many studies ask me how to teach them to breathe through the skin. No need to teach now. How to breathe? You will breathe naturally. We will breathe through the skin naturally. No need to teach one. Okay, our 20% or 30% of our breathing actually through the skin. You know. Okay, that's why when you pain a person, the whole body pain with pain, he may suffocate to death. You know. Okay, that's very risky. Okay, so you never pain your whole body with pain. Okay, because we always breathe through the skin. So when you come to the one stage of the Sunya practice, the breathing may stop or very subtle. Then counting of breathing may not be possible. Okay, so that sometimes to test that whether our mind is already serene or not, okay, then we stop counting. We stop counting, okay, then we just observe the breathing in and out. You can focus on the nose, no, in and out, or you can focus on the chest, or you can focus on the whole body. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. As long as you feel the breath in, as long as you feel the breath out, how you feel it is not important. Okay, so when your mind is serene, okay, you can have the feeling. However, if your mind lost consciousness, then you forget the breathing. Then you know, okay, your mind is no longer focused. What you do? Go back to reverse counting. So when you go back to the reverse counting, we call it returning. You return to reverse counting. So normally when you return to reverse counting, no need to return from 99 to 0. Normally 9 to 0. And do it a few times until you feel serene again. And then you stop it. Okay. Then you go for the focus on breathing. So reverse counting. Do away with the reverse counting. Focus on the breathing only. These are the two practices, no? Okay. Reverse counting, we call it samatha. Samatha is a practice that to make your mind still, to make your mind serene. Okay. That we call. Then you enter into samadhi. Okay. Then observing the breathing in and out is more dynamic, you know. Okay. This one we call it vipassana. Okay, vipassana, or sometimes people call it vipassana. That is, vipassana is Pali, vipassana is Sanskrit. Okay, now, so there are two practices: reverse counting, observe on the breathing. So you flip-flop between these two, no? Okay, then you can manage your mind and body. And this is a process, no, where we union the mind and the body. And this kind of practice also known as yoga. Yoga is from the root word yog. It means union. Okay, your mind and body, you interact them together. So you need to practice, okay, in order to understand what is sunya. You cannot understand sunya just by listening to video. You can understand sunya just by reading the text. That's why in our school, we always have these sunya classes to teach sunya. Okay, we don't talk too much, But this few months, because of the COVID, because of the virus now, then I sitting at the home, nothing to do. So I sit in front of the computer, and now we sit in front of this handphone. I start talking, start to record the video. To teach people sunya, therapy, everything. At the end of the day, you must practice. Okay, you must practice, and you try to count 99 to 0. In your practice, sometimes you can complete the counting, sometimes you cannot complete the counting. No need to worry. When you cannot complete the counting, it means your mind are confused. Okay, what you do? Keep on practice, until you can complete the counting. That means your mind will become serene for sure. Okay, this is a very sure way, okay, to calm down your mind. This is a very sure way to bring peace to your mind. Okay, that's why in our school, reverse counting is the central teaching and is the central practice. Many meditation school, they don't have reverse counting. Actually, they may have a reverse counting, but it's too simple. So many gurus just throw it away. They may think it's not important, but it is very, very important. Because why? Without reverse counting, you need to calm down your mind. How to calm down your mind? So many schools train you on imagination. Okay, I ask you to focus your mind on a candle. Focus the mind on a candle is bad practice, because especially if the light, actually they put dim light with a candle, then it's no good for your eye. You focus it, then the light keep on focus on your retina. Actually, you do a lot of damage to retina. So we in our school we don't look at the candle. We don't look at the candle. Okay. Now you may look at something. You may look at something for some time to calm down your mind, but that is not a practice that's suitable for everybody. Some people, they can look at something to focus on it. Some people cannot. They after looking for some time, they feel restless listening. But reverse counting, for sure, 99% of people, 99.9% of people, they can do reverse counting. And for the past many years now, okay, we seldom find someone that doesn't know how to do reverse counting. Okay, only some illiterate community, we can't even count properly, then they may not be able to do the reverse counting. So it takes time. We ask them to count with finger. Okay, counting with finger or using the beat, so they one breathing, one beat, one breathing, one beat, the one they can count. Okay, so reverse counting is the central teaching. So when you need to practice until your breathing becomes soft, until your breathing becomes subtle. Why this is important? Because many people, they never experience relaxation in their life. Never. Because they without this practice, how to relax in their mind. Okay. So even they can relax now, they doesn't know how to gain back the relaxation anytime they want. But with the practice of Sunya now, anytime you want to relax your mind, you can relax. That's very important. Okay, so you don't need to depend on you to go for tours, you to go to see some beautiful scenery, you to go to something serene to relax your mind. Not necessarily anytime, any place now. If you wanted to relax, you can relax your mind. Okay, this is the main thing about the practice. So today maybe we don't discuss too lengthy. Okay, I think this is good enough. That means Sunya, you must practice. Keep on practice and practice. Remember, it's just like swimming, Okay, you need to jump into the water. Keep on jumping into the water, Okay, at first you must learn how to float. Okay, after that you must learn how to breathe. Okay, then you must learn how to swing your hand and everything. Step by step, then you become a good swimmer. So the same thing with Sunya. First, reverse counting. Forget about anything. Reverse counting. Okay. Reverse counting alone, Buddha said, if you practice reverse counting alone, you can go very, very far. The highest stage, you can become Arhan or Arhat. Okay, Arhan means the one who already detached himself from the world. Okay, they need not come back to this world anymore. Okay, they need not come back to this world. And in certain religion, they call them saint. Okay, they become a saint. A lonely saint, okay, or they become an avatar, someone who can live for a long time, who can appear and disappear at will, This avatar. But this is a small practice, okay. To focus the mind and body is a small practice, okay. After you practice, your mind becomes serene, okay. Your mind and body, you interact with your duty. You do your duty. You interact with the society, interact with the environment. Okay, this thing. Then this is a great yoga. This is a greater practice. So when you go into the greater practice, okay, then you become what we call this Pachaka Buddha. Okay, the one who interact with the society. Okay, so the lone avatar, the Arhan, so sometimes they're in the mountains, they're in the Himalaya, they're in some remote places, They don't mix around in the society. But when it comes to the Pachaka Buddha, okay, they mix around with the society. They mix around with society. So you go to the one stage when your mind can union with the Supreme Consciousness, then you become Bodhisattva. Okay, Bodhisattva, they always come to the society to interact with people. They become the uninvited friend. Even you don't invite them, they will come. Okay, that one we leave it to the future discussion. But today, remember, okay, practice the reverse counting until your mind is serene, Then this is the only way for you to understand the Sunya. Otherwise, there's no point. Keep on talking about happiness, talking about anything, detachment, everything, keep on blah, 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 talking. You may not understand Sunya. Okay, so that after this you practice. And I think in the Philippines and also in many parts of the world, we were started to coach, to train the Sunya instructor. Then we will form a council. Okay, this is a thing. Then maybe we will have a regular practice throughout Philippines and throughout the world. Okay, so see you again next week. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.